The following program is produced entirely by the television production students of Southeast High School, in partnership with Kaiser University, and by the medical experts at Intercoastal Cardiology of Sarasota, and by Cody's Original Roadhouse, and by the financial advisors at Mott & Associates in Bradenton.
Hello and welcome to another edition of The Right Direction, the program that informs you what is happening in and around Southeast High School. I'm Neeraj.
And I'm Abrielle. Everything you will see on The Right Direction is produced entirely by the students of the Career Television Production Program of Southeast High School, also known as SCTV.
With us today are two outstanding organizations of Southeast High School. First, members of the Student Government Association will be with us to talk about their award-winning organization.
And then we'll be joined by members of the Humans for Humans organization, one of Southeast's outstanding service organizations.
We'll have all of that and much more to say right there.
And remember that when you set your compass to Southeast,
you're headed in
the right direction.
Many students at Southeast High School are active participants in both community service and activities for the students. But one club here combines these elements to stand out on campus. The Student Government Association, better known as SGA, is an organization that provides students the opportunity to be a school-wide leader. Since the beginning of this year, SGA has been setting up exciting events such as rallies and Homecoming Week for the Seminole Nation. Joining us today are three officers of SGA to tell us about what this organization does for the student body. First, we have Markia, the Executive SGA Vice President. She's been involved with SGA for 2 years and wants to be a biomedical engineer with plans to conduct veterinary research. Markia credits SGA for developing her leadership qualities. Next, we have Emerson, the Junior Class Vice President, who has also been involved with SGA for over 2 years. She hopes to become an orthodontist and thinks SGA will help her gain the necessary skills to work with others as a team. Lastly, we have Sonia, the Senior Class President and 4-year member of SGA. She plans to be a human rights lawyer and thinks SGA will help her gain valuable presentation skills. So hi guys, and welcome to The Right Direction.
Thank you for having us.
So a lot of people don't know what SGA exactly is. So Sonia, what exactly is Student Government Association?
So Student Government Association, also known as SGA, what we basically do is we're here for the students, meaning that if they have any problems or concerns, they can always come to us, because the great thing about SGA is there's leadership positions for them, so there's always a representative, so they can always come to the representative, talk to them about the problem, and then we'll talk about it in class. Along with any problems or concerns, that we also provide spirited events for the school, so we can boost up the Seminole spirit here. So we'll do like homecoming and like Red Out and like blood drives, so we can kind of boost up the spirit here at Southeast.
All right. And you mentioned leadership positions and officers and classes. So Markia, how is SGA organized?
Well, SGA has executive office positions as well as positions within every single class. So for example, we have a freshman class board, a sophomore class board, a junior class board, a senior class board, and an SGA executive board. Each board consists of a president, vice president, treasurer, secretary, historian, as well as a couple representatives. And each one has their own job. So the president, for example, is the head of every single board, they basically run all of the meetings. Everything goes through them. Everything has to be approved through them. And they're the main liaison between the rest of the board members and Mr. Shizzle, the advisor, as well as the administration. The vice president, they basically handle any duties that the president can't handle themselves, for example, if the president isn't there. But they also run the Senate meetings, and they are the head of all committees. So, for example, when we do events, the vice president is the head of all the committees to make sure that what is occurring in each committee happens. The historian is basically the person who takes pictures. They document everything that happens in SGA so that we can see them in futures to come and look back on them. The treasurer handles all the money within each board, in SGA as a whole too as well, so they handle all the deposits, transfers, things like that. And the representatives are the main liaison between students and student government. So they go out, they take polls, and they just interact with the students just to get a feel of how the student body feels about certain events and things like that.
Wow, so it sounds like you guys do quite a lot. So Emerson, I know Sonia mentioned something about the classes that you guys take. What do you guys do in your classes for SGA?
Well, we plan the major events by splitting each group into different committees, which can be the head of each part of the event, as well as taking stuff home and then bringing it back and then collaborating at school to make the event better and bigger. Our advisor, Mr. Shizzle, he doesn't run the class, but he lets us do what we need to do and then puts in his input on it.
So it's really like a student-led organization.
Yes.
So you were talking about some of the events you guys do. What's one of the events you guys plan that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort?
Definitely homecoming week and the pep rally, because we plan homecoming week the school year before and the themes, and then the week before we plan games we're going to play and different events that we're going to do during the week, which that takes up a lot of time beforehand and after cleaning up.
Right, so what's one of your favorite events that you guys do?
One of my favorite events has to be homecoming week, only because it gets the school involved as well as getting the whole community and like football team involved by getting the school in the spirit.
Right, and what about you two? What's some of your favorite events?
Well, my favorite event is the special needs Christmas party that we hold in December every year. And I like that mainly because we get to interact with the special needs kids here at Southeast High School, and you really don't get to do that every day. So I think it's different. It's a good experience.
Sonia?
A new event that we've done this year is the Teacher Appreciation Week, and we put a lot of thought and effort into showing the teachers at Southeast that we really care about all the things they do. So we planned for the entire week, we planned something special for the teachers like every single day. So like a bag of Starbucks candy and stuff like that to show that they put in so much work and that as students we really do appreciate them.
Wow, so it sounds you guys do like a lot of stuff for organization stuff for SGA. So what skills have you gotten from SGA?
I've definitely learned how to step up and be a leader for my class, as well as learning how to communicate between classes and communicate with administration and teachers.
Wow, so Sonia, how do you think these skills that you learned will help you in the future?
Well, this is going to prepare us for the future really well, because a big part of growing up is talking and dealing with other people that you love and you maybe don't like, but you learn to communicate with them and get the job done, and you learn to become a leader. And whenever someone's not getting their job done, you step in and get that work done, because at the end of the day, you are a group effort, and someone falls behind, you got to bring them back up.
So you guys have a lot of leadership roles in the school and within the club. So Markia, in what ways has SGA affected your life?
Well, SGA affects my life every day, frankly, because it takes a lot of time in my life.
Yeah, clearly.
But also, just like Sonia and Emerson said, it is a lot of communication between people that you don't like and people that you love, and I think it just helps you grow as a person, and it helps you mature because you're dealing with things every day, such as time management skills, communication, and leadership things, and they're not things that you can learn every day. It takes practice, and SGA truly helps out with that. So in the long run, it helps out in life altogether.
Right. So how can you join SGA? What do? You have to sign up for something? How do you get to join this amazing club?
Well, you have to first talk to Mr. Shizzle, our advisor, and then he'll give you the packet that you fill out, and you also have to have your student class sign off and petition, I want to say, if they want you to be their officer.
Because the big part of the reason why we have the students sign it is that they agree that they want you to run and that they think you'll be a really good representation of the class. So if there's any problems or anything, they can always come to you. So we always have that in the elections because the students have to vote to make sure, just in case there's competition, they want to pick the best candidate.
So it's not just like you have to go and sign up. You have to get your students and like your friends and your peers who you're going to help and
Yes.
support to sign up.
We also have to get teacher recommendations too, because being a part of the Student Government Association, you are a leader and you're held to a higher standard than the average student. So having the teacher recommendation shows who you are as a student. Therefore, you know, the teachers help advocate for how good you are as a person, and then you have to have good grades too.
So thank you guys for coming and joining us on today's Right Direction.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
We'll be right back with much more that you won't want to miss right after this very important public service announcement.
SCTV is proud to recognize Mott & Associates as an important partner of the Television Career Technology program of Southeast High School. Mott & Associates is one of the premier financial advisory firms in the Bradenton-Sarasota area. The association is made even more special because Mike Mott, president and CEO of Mott & Associates, is a graduate of Southeast.
Mott & Associates is very proud to be a supporter of Southeast High School and SCTV, especially the fact that I am a Southeast alumni. When my wife and I started our financial planning practice more than 33 years ago, one of our visions was to support the local community in which I grew up. As a lifelong resident of Bradenton, I am very proud to call this area my home. Today, we serve hundreds of local residents in a variety of ways, including financial planning, tax preparation, tax planning, retirement planning, and many more facets of a holistic wealth management firm. We choose to work with and support the dedicated team of students at SCTV because of their commitment to and their drive toward excellence, and they're doing a great job. And good luck to all the Southeast High School athletic teams and that special team, SCTV. Go Noles!
Every day, millions of animals wait in shelters. They are scared, lonely. They just want to be free. They want a forever home. But unfortunately, 2.7 million companion animals are killed in shelters every year. Their only crime? Not being loved. You can help them. By adopting a shelter animal, you'll be giving them a forever home, a second chance, a new love. Don't breed or buy while the homeless die. Adopt, don't shop.
For several years, Southeast has been ranked a 5-star school as a result of its dedication to community service. This achievement is greatly attributed to the work of the school's many community service organizations. Humans for Humans, otherwise known as H4H, is one of the lesser known of these organizations through which students have performed acts of service to benefit the community. With us today are 3 individuals who have played significant roles in the success of this club. First, we have Emily Vermillion. She has been the advisor of Humans for Humans for over 5 years and has assisted in keeping the club running smoothly. Next, we have Nikki, who is currently a sophomore here at Southeast High School. This is her first year of being involved in Humans for Humans. In the future, she hopes to become an ambassador for Guatemala. Finally, we have Emily, who is also a sophomore here at Southeast and is a first-year member of the club. After high school, she plans to pursue studies in the humanities. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for coming. Welcome to The Right Direction.
Thanks for having us.
All right, so as a member of Humans for Humans, I kind of know, what we do here in the club, but I want to share with our audience what exactly, Vermillion, I want to go to you since you've been involved for the longest amount of time. What exactly is Humans for Humans?
Well, it is a community service organization that was actually founded here at Southeast by our now assistant principal, Mr. Butler, and some students, and it's been running for about 8 years now.
Okay, that's incredible. Okay, so I know, we all know this is a community service organization, as we've kind of established. Nikki, I want to ask you, what exactly sets it apart from all of the other community service organizations here at Southeast?
Oh, what sets it apart from like different clubs around here is that we do it locally, so we don't go all over the place. We do it here in Bradenton, so we get involved and we know people a lot more than other organizations going all over the place. We just stay here and focus on the people here in Bradenton.
Oh, that's perfect. I think it's really important to focus, like as you said, directly in our community, and then we can kind of work our way out to help impact the world.
Right.
Emily, so since you participate in so much community service, can you go into a little bit what kind of community service you guys have done so far this year?
So our main two projects are we go and volunteer at Wakeland Elementary School, which is very interesting because they're also an IB school, so we get to meet kids that are going to be us someday, and we get to really connect with them and get to know them better. And then we also volunteer at the Meals on Wheels, Manatee County,
Okay.
where we do all sorts of things at their place, where we organize things and help out with labeling and that kind of thing. Earlier this year, we also participated in Walk for Life, which is also a community event.
We kind of participate with things as they come up. Instead of having a set schedule of what we're doing, as events occur, we jump in and do our part to help either just us or by joining other clubs and assisting them as well.
Okay, yeah, that sounds a lot of fun. It sounds like a great club that's really benefit not just the community, but also just the campus. So, Ms. Marillion, I wanted to ask you, I know the two of them are first-year members, but as advisor for the past 5 years, what has kind of kept you going in the club? You know, what kind of role have you played in the club?
What keeps me going is the members. I have an amazing group of kids that just put me in awe every year, and every year it just gets better and better. I was very fortunate when Mr. Butler became an assistant principal. He could no longer sponsor the club, and he asked me if I would take it over. And just the things that they do, the love and dedication they have to the community, and the effort they put into absolutely everything they do is amazing. So it does my heart good.
All right, that's absolutely wonderful. I'm sure that you all really enjoy participating in the club. So since we've kind of gone into what you have participated in, I know you, Emily, you kind of went into some of the events that you guys have done. I want to go around and ask each of you, what is one of your favorite things that you've done as part of Humans for Humans, and why exactly it's been your favorite? What's kind of stood out about it? So we'll start with you, Emily, since I kind of...
My favorite so far this year has been the Walk for Life, because that's something that's really close to my heart. And it was very interesting to see the different speakers that they had and see the whole community come together to support this really important cause.
What was Walk for Life for? What was the cause?
It was for suicide prevention and awareness.
Okay. That's definitely very important. I know it's very important here in Manatee County and definitely all over the world. Ms. Marillion, what has been your favorite event?
I have to agree. That is also my favorite event as well, simply because I have some personal ties to my nephew, fights depression still to this day. And so that's a personal to my heart event. The young man that she said that was a speaker was just amazing. I actually felt like he was my nephew talking to me.
Oh, really?
And it's a fun event. I mean, we were there with Key Club and JROTC, and we just had it was a great day for a great cause. Plus get out, get some exercise, and do some fun things.
Oh, awesome. All right, Nikki, how about you share with us what exactly your favorite was?
I would say the tutoring with Wakeland, because of the fact that they're a younger generation and that they absorb everything they see. And so I think it's important for our younger generation to teach them what's right and what's wrong, because they are our future generation. Mm-hmm. So it's very important to teach them the good things about life and not the bad things. So.
Oh, definitely. I know it's very important to influence our children, and I know since you said you were tutoring, you're definitely helping along with their education as well. And I know that's extremely, extremely important. Right. Yeah. Emily, I want to go back to you. What kind of impact do you think you've had in the community? I know we've gone into all the events that we've done, you know, your favorite things about the events. What kind of impact do you think the club has really had in the community?
Since we do recurring events, it's really easy to see exactly what kind of impact we have. I mean, at Wakeland, we make personal connections to these kids, and we've watched them grow after the past few months of us working with them. We really get to know a lot about what goes on at Meals on Wheels Manatee. We understand a lot about what goes on there, and we got at one point to see some of the people that they help out behind the scenes. So we get a very good chance to see exactly what's going on in our community.
Oh, that's excellent. All right, so we're kind of going to wrap it up here. Ms. Vermillion, I want to go to you. How exactly could someone who is interested in Humans for Humans get involved? Like, what could they do?
It's very simple. All they have to do is stop by my room, and I will get them all the information they want, my room 703, or they can actually talk to any member, our president, vice president, or any member that we have, and they'll welcome them to the room. We meet every Wednesday, and then various days for different events, but anyone's welcome at any time of the year.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, thank you so much for being here today, guys. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I'm glad that we were able to share with our audience what Humans for Humans is really all about. Thank you so much. Don't go away. We'll be right back after these very important public service announcements.
Where's that homework at?
I don't have any homework.
I know you got the homework.
Man, we know you do.
You do have it.
Next time, you won't be so lucky.
Earlier in our show, we talked to the members of the Southeast Humans for Humans organization, and they explained some of the great activities that they are involved in. We thought you might want to see these volunteers in action. So Gabrielle Francois and Melissa Cruz took our SCTV cameras out to follow them in some of their activities. Here's what they discovered in this edition of Seminole Focus.
Beginning as a CAS project by a student 5 years ago, Humans for Humans is a service organization found only at Southeast High School. Ran entirely by the students, the club's primary goal is to help other people.
This club is run completely by the students. They are an amazing group of students that just their hearts are just wanting to help people. That's what they're all about. Their whole goal and purpose is helping other people, and they do amazing things every day to help anyone and everyone around them.
Humans for Humans meets every Wednesday after school, where they discuss future and past events. Different from other clubs, Humans for Humans do more hands-on activities that benefit the community as well as help other clubs with their events.
Instead of doing broad community service events, we like to do things that are hands-on, like volunteering at the food bank. We're going to get involved in helping at the soup kitchen and things that will directly benefit people in the community.
Humans for Humans is a great club for students to join if they want to volunteer and have fun. This organization holds a wide array of benefits and opportunities for students by allowing them to access different groups through one club.
People should join because it's a good way to get CAS hours if you're an IB. It's a good way to get service hours for graduation and scholarships. It's a good way to give back to the community. It's an outreach program. It allows you to access groups that you wouldn't normally be able to access.
As you can see, Humans for Humans is a unique and service-oriented club. I'm Gabrielle Francois for Southeast High School and SCTV.
In their junior year, members of the International Baccalaureate program have Mr. Bill Verhovey for their English teacher. Mr. Verhovey is a challenging instructor who develops assignments that are demanding and make the students critically think. One of those assignments involves the analysis of a piece of literature, followed by students creating a mobile that represents the characters in the story. John Taylor and Kyle Jewell found a few members of the class who were just hanging out, and they talked to them about the project. We don't want to keep you dangling, so here's their report. Take it away, guys.
Every year, Mr. Verhovey's class of International Baccalaureate juniors must do a visual project, informing students of the life of Frederick Douglass. The students picked a character from this narrative, expanding on this character's appearance and personality in a multi-dimensional display that is hung around campus.
Verhovey's project is based on a character from the narrative of the life of Frederick Douglass, which we just had to elaborate on their appearance, what they did as a character, and how they had a relationship with Frederick Douglass.
The project's Character Choice Junior Class project is a challenging being required to arrive early in the morning to pick their character from the list in Mr. Verhovey's classroom. Their character then is researched inside and out, and their work becomes hung on display across the campus.
We had to go to Mr. Verhovey's room at like 6 in the morning, and we each had to sign up for which character we wanted. And basically in our project, we just made a shape that represented our character.
This project wasn't an easy task, requiring students to be creative while following the criteria Mr. Verhovey required. Students represented their character in their model and completed the given guidelines to achieve success.
The benefit of this project to the students is that they have to think outside the box because it has to last outside. This particular one had to be multi-dimensional, it had to be suspendable, it had to have many facets, and students got the list so they could build the project to the rubric and be successful.
As you can see, Mr. Verhovey's International Baccalaureate Junior Class Project is a challenging but extremely beneficial project. I'm John for Southeast High School and SCTV.
That's all the time we have for today. We want to thank you for watching.
And we want to thank the members of the Student Government Association and Humans for Humans for joining us.
We hope that you've enjoyed the program as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you.
And we hope that you will join us the next time that we show you what's happening in and around Southeast High School.
If you'd like to find out how to tour coming to Southeast and becoming part of the SCTV vocational television program,
or if you would like to become a business partner of SCTV, simply call Southeast High School at 741-3366 extension 2102.
If you would like to watch the show again or see any of the other programs and sporting events we have produced this year, simply go to our website at thecube.com.
When you get there, type Southeast in the search window and then click on the Seminole head. You'll be taken right to the SCTV homepage.
You can also find out more about the SCTV program by liking our Facebook page at facebook.com/television.
So until next time, I'm Avriel.
And I'm Neeraj.
And remember that when you set your compass to Southeast,
you're headed in
the right direction.